Alright, hi everyone, this is LAR Games, and today I'm playing some more Genshin Impact. And today, it is a new Lantern Rite. Another year, another Lantern Rite. And, yeah, judging from the trailer, Rena's gonna be involved, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I need to go over here to start it. Would have been faster to teleport, but I liked the view over there, so I decided to do it there. Alright, here we go. I haven't been to Liu in a while. It's decorated a bit differently. Awesome. Oh, we have these here too? How did I not know that? Do we have any in Sumeru? Hmm.
Coaching! And Charlotte! Paimon never thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes.
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Interesting.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about.
No, okay.
But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Interesting.
Mechanical lifting device?
Hmm.
Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
I was thinking about that.
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans, after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
So the kite itself is mechanical? How does that work?
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found."
You forgot the rest there.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
How is somebody stealing your kite a good thing?
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
There are different types. I wish that was higher res, though.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
I got a kite right here. Its name is Paimon and doubles as emergency food.
The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Trevor? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those 2 people lurking over there?
Behind me?
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy. Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know.
Oh,
Foil their
whoa.
plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Okay. Okay, so it was them. Paimon was moving by herself.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us.
Oh my god.
Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Oh my god, I did not expect that. The Adepti, they're in human forms. Why do they have such basic human forms? They look like regular NPCs. Cloud Retainer gets her own like full design, even though it's not the best. But these guys are just like random NPCs.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy.
I mean, they have unique hair, but that's about it.
Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves.
I really
You
don't like his
stand in the
human
presence of the
design.
mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver.
Yeah, his voice was instantly recognizable.
For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Whoa, they're really going all out with
He's
that.
stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research.
Paimon
But
is
in our
really...
experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands.
She's really not believing them.
We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti.
I feel we should recognize their voices. I mean, I did.
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
That sounds just like him. How can you...
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
I mean, it says Mountain Shaper right there. Paimon, just read the subtitles.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulau with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection? The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality.
No, that's creepy. Don't do that
The
again.
mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
Her what now?
With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
She should see all that stuff in Fontaine. Pretty sure the Gardamex are a little more advanced than anything she's done, to my recollection.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
They walked off into the ocean.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along. Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
Ooh, a scissor can't swallow! And a butterfly! And oh!
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Wow, that's cunning.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
Sure it brings riches to the people selling it, that's for sure.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Hey, that new character. Gaming.
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Well, yes. The communications office handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations. The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Ooh, for no reason. Nice. No, probably because of what we're doing, but you know.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Hey, Gaming.
Perfect, Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
Now I got a inventory.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't recall introducing ourselves to him.
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Very pretty animations for the menus as usual. There's Cloud Retainer. Not the best design, but there it is. Camera's very dynamic. She doesn't carry anything. You're the pigeon adeptus? Interesting. Oh no, it's oh, is this forced multiplayer? Yeah. That sucks. Let's keep doing the actual ooh. Wait, what are we doing? Doesn't tell me why we're heading out here. But I am excited it's taking us over there because I did want to explore that. Oh, okay. We said we were going to go with gaming. Alright, let's go. Seems this is already pre-unlocked, but guess I'll do it from here. This is the first time I'm gonna see it from this area. You can't really see it from this area. Remember how often I used to farm stuff here?
Everyone's okay? Allow me. Shower me with here.
There's also a crystal fly over here. 2 crystal flies. So let's get those right quick. Okay, failed to get one. Let's do that instead. And we'll take care of this guy.
Rebuild! Follow my
I don't want to climb this mountain, so I guess I'll just teleport somewhere else. I guess here. And there it is, the new area. This used to be the edge of the map, pretty much. So it's finally expanding this way. I'm really happy about that. The map was expanding in a weird way for a long time. Just kept going this way and this way and this way, and then it went up and around. Yeah, but now it's starting to fill up a little bit. There's still all this area. So I'm sure there's a lot of Mondstadt left, which I'm also looking forward to. It is a bit strange how the grass color is pretty different from the rest of Liyue. Oh, what the heck was that? The performance is terrible. What the heck? Oh, who dis? What the? There's more Adepti? What just happened? Interesting. It's almost like she has the NPC model, but at the same time, it's like way more complex than usual. Alright. Just because I like your design. Kinda was, but she's cute, so I'll let it pass. Huh. So I guess it's one of the thingies.
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Ooh, arena cake. Don't mind if I do. Is this underwater? No. Oh, so it's kind of almost exactly like the the things in. Oh, what is this?
Oh, you're back. Jeez, guys, where'd you go? One moment you were there, the next you disappeared. You scared the life out of me.
We're so sorry. We were just, it's kinda hard to explain.
Fair enough. Well, the mountain road is pretty hazardous, and it's easy to get lost in the fog. So from here on out, stay close to me.
You're invisible.
Let's keep going.
I guess they're mixing unvoiced quests with voiced quests again. Ooh. Anywhere you please. So it's even better. Ooh, what the heck is this thing? Do I have anything? No, it's already a 10. Hey, buddy. Wait, there's something. I think I'm gonna have to kill you, buddy.
I see everything. Allow me. Positions.
Oh no.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh, I don't have to kill it.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Interesting.
Ooh, wonderful.
Oh, a new village. Expect that. Some squishy sounds here. Is that just the duck? Wow, look at that. So many unvoiced quests. So they're expecting Xingqiu. Let's act as femboyish as possible. That should do it. This is not where I was intending to go. It's over there, but I'm curious about this village. Ooh, oh my god, it's bigger than this is the biggest village in Liyue. And the architecture is so much different. This is just like actually the most Chinese it's gotten so far. Like, that looks amazing. But for some reason it seems like their performance is suffering here. What's that? Oh, a blade.
To me. Everyone hold hands.
What's this? I'm Spirit Carp. Stop it. I wanted to jump off it.
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Oi.
Find anything you like?
Oh, there was a second chest. I do like it when quests take you to the new areas. That's one of the reasons I haven't done a lot of... Like, if it's just a world quest to take you to new areas, I tend to not do them.
Wait! You get behind me. I'll handle this.
Oh, right, you have to jump.
I see everything. Run, rebuild. Ah!
I'm sorry, gaming, but you're not the one that's going to defeat them.
Have a taste of this! I got careless.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, their population is bigger than everyone else's.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
I've seen it now that I've seen you.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue Opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So, it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
So basically, he does not need sleep.
Finally, we can
Whoa.
rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
I didn't expect to actually see that.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
This is really impressive for some reason.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Yeah, it's kind of like Shinyan.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really,
Zip it.
I won't be offended.
Please.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
I actually would rather look at the scenery.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
It is some pretty good looking
Paimon
scenery.
can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
See, that's what I expected to see when we got on.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim.
Another town.
Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
Elevator? You guys got elevators? This place is more impressive than Liyue. What? What? Basically, mini Fontaine over here. Whoa, man, that's so cool. How can they just keep making locations that impress like this? Like, look at this architecture. It's just so interesting. Adepti. The illuminated Adepti. More farina cake, thank you. Ooh, man! This place is like just as big as Liyue Harbor. Like, it's on a similar level of scale, I think. Whoa! I see. Fontaine should be... Yeah, there it is! It's like literally the midpoint between Fontaine and Liyue. That is so cool. It means you could just like sail from here to Fontaine. It's like this is essentially a second harbor.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
No. Parkour. Just so many people to talk to. Okay, these are people that you can't talk to because they don't have anything over their heads.
This is where the story gets quite fascinating.
Like the one Liyue. I shall call this Liyue Harbor 2.
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
All of them?
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight.
Okay.
Slow Steady wins the race.
He should be spottable from fairly far away. He's pretty unique looking.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
Alright, gaming, you got this.
She's gone. Let's go.
Stick close, traveler. Turn left. Run! To the right and... Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
That sounds expensive.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
I can always fish you out.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes, thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
How long have you two known Gaming?
A few minutes.
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends. You know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else. And...
Oop, those kinds of issues, huh?
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
All right, then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Do you have to tell it?
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon?
Seems like he is.
She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Yeah, sure.
Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have winter melon cake instead.
Is that a new expression from Paimon? I don't think I've seen that one.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
All right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome.
Nope, sorry about that. Oh no, there's quests. I'm not gonna take them. Because they tend to interrupt things.
Is there any work that you
What are you doing here?
How do we know what she looks like?
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
How do we know how she looks like already? This is the first time we see her in human form.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
She doesn't really sound too much like Cloud Retainer right now.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here?
I wish her design looked more like her crane form. She's too blue and black.
And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us, or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
Oh, huh.
Tianyin?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those 2 old fossils? One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
God, I really don't like her design at all. It's not good. It is not good.
Wait here!
Ugh.
You really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh, all this Paimon ditching is super not appreciated.
I appreciate it.
Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try and steal the stuff.
Seems she's gotten a little better at the separation thing.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well.
2
I like
boxes
how
will do.
we're like right there in the background.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too.
Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
Feel like she's gonna fall for that.
Look at the magnificent design. And the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the Conqueror of Demons and one's disciples...
10, a nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
That is agreeable. I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I feel this guy right here is like, a sap.
I see you have quite the eye for
Yep,
fine
there we
items,
go.
mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Where did she get the money?
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Yeah, selling her mechanical things might be a little harder.
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
Interesting.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without.
Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal. There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Okay, so she didn't just like completely see through the mechanics of it. Thought she would be a little more arrogant about other mechanical devices, but I guess not. I just want to keep calling her Cloud Retainer.
Oh, Xianyan, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
So we've heard from you. Yes. Well, it holds more things than it looks like it does.
And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf, but it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition, then? One means to say, you along with all the other youths.
Seems someone wants to participate.
One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, One will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Okay, but how did we recognize her? And we didn't recognize the other two on first sight. Because this is the first time we've seen her in this form. At least, like, the Traveler. We as the viewer knew what she looked like because of cutscenes, but I don't think those were diegetic. I don't think the Traveler was watching those cutscenes as well.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's
It'd be nice to see Ganyu again.
Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery.
Have you seen Gardamex?
The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Wonder if her in this form, she just feels like super weighed down. Like compared to her like lightweight and slender crane form. This like large and heavier form is quite a bit different.
Surely you jest.
Particularly
One
top
goes
heavy.
as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating toting device.
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything, she just... got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top. And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together. All Paimon say is that Xinyun sure does try hard to save face.
Yep.
What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made. Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
Apprentice storyteller. Oh, you know us. Didn't mean to say it like that. Oh. Interesting. You know, this is the kind of interactions that I hoped we would see in Fontaine. Oh no, my ping. My ping. Oh shoot. Why? Connect. Oh, are you kidding me? I really need better internet. And local network. I need to upgrade that for sure. Surprised there's no boat here. Oh, look at that. These are some, like, decently sized villages there. Like, look at all these buildings compared to Chinshi Village here. Or Mingyun Village. Like, there's almost nothing there. Look at how many buildings there are. Like, 3. I mean, I do admit that this place is destroyed, but I feel like there's around as much stuff as, like, Liyue Harbor. Okay, maybe not as much. But almost as much. If you put both of these together, it's probably as much. 2 days later. Actually, I want to have Fontaine in the background. Oh, I did that wrong. Eight to 12.
Paimon has never had dim sum at Shinue Kiosk before, but it should be quite the feast for sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gami. Let's go!
Let's go find some gaming. Oh, there's the thing up there. Oh, and Geosigil. So they added more.
Everyone hold hands!
Oh no, not again.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
Where did I see that? Is it up here? There it is. Ooh, whoa. Oh my, no! I wanted to take a picture of that. Nice. Alright. Let's go meet gaming.
you're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
It's always so dusty in here.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon.
What was it?
That was for you to rinse your utensils.
Oh my god. This reminds me of of that scene in Shrek where Shrek just drinks the hand rinsing water and everyone is looking at him like in shock, including Donkey, who's like rinsing his hands like he knows the etiquette but Shrek doesn't. Yeah.
That's a thing? Wow,
Nice.
so
I always
much
love these.
delicious food. Do you really eat all this just for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from. Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch after dim sum.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. Fill it up nice and full and make sure she gets a few extra shrimp. Thanks!
When's Verena come in?
So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice.
You don't have very much to begin with, so I don't know how much the extra is going to be worth.
Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young Master Gaming.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something there.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
Oh, that's terrible.
Children shouldn't be smoking pipes, though.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way to go about things. But my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon. What do you say, huh? I'll organize.
Man, they're really throwing gaming in our faces.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon. We told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite-making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Really?
Do you not know who she really is, Gaming?
Oh, I know that she's an Adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that. She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Is that not something you can do?
So that's what he puts on his thing, like the head thing. Luminescent dyes, that's why they glow. It's not LEDs.
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
It's surprising how casual he was about her being an Adeptus. He's like, oh, yeah, she's an Adeptus, who cares?
Great! The more the merrier!
So far, there's been a little gaming focused, a little too gaming focused for my taste. I was promised other characters in this. They were highlighted more in the trailer than gaming was. We haven't been here in a long while. Hey, finally, some characters that we wanted to see. Well, a character that we wanted to see. Oh, she's falling asleep.
Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hey, Shenhe.
Hello, friends.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin Restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from chewing on mint leaves alone. Apologies in advance.
Just punches her.
Wait! Shenhe! Not there!
Oh yeah, she doesn't like that. Oh no.
See? It worked. She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you need some water?
She just jumps in the water.
Something to eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin Restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
She's working there now? What?
I could never. I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Gaming.
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Me too. I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend. Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, Chi-Chi's been super busy.
Oh, I didn't know they were
helping
best
Dr.
friends.
Baizhu lately. I'll meet up with her later and give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone. But Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. She always puts us before herself. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration go to waste.
By the way, we're also here. Hello, everyone.
My motivation for being here might be a little different, yes. But I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Well, we're all here, but where the heck is Xianyun? Shouldn't she be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, the...
You clearly heard
Who's this kid?
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm. Oh, Paimon, sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird. Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to have brought enough for Paimon as well.
I mean, we just met another Adeptus, and she's a lot better looking than Cloud Retainer, to be honest. Like, a lot better. And, obviously we have the Adepti that aren't around anymore, which were a lot better looking as well.
So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups.
I choose to be with Ganyu.
The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
No.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Where's Ganyu? What? No fishes. I wanted to be with Ganyu.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you, just call me Ganyu. Well,
All right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before. Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. I should stop. I see. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next time.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them.
I haven't really talked to Ganyu at all right now. I'm very disappointed.
The scissor-tailed swallow sure takes a lot of curved bamboo rods to build.
Ugh. It broke.
I feel like both Ganyu and Shenhe completely ignored us. Well, everyone did.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Yep.
One is looking forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friends. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are
But you're
asking for
green.
one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold. When giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not? One imagines your friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now.
Who's this kid? I don't know this kid.
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then. What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly? What do you think, Shuyu? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a swanee.
That might be a little hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay, it's decided then.
We should get started on our kite now. Let's go.
So how do you build them using this?
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
You know what? That is pretty obvious.
Oh, that's not a completely crazy idea. If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your travels and always find the tastiest food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers. Now, what expression should we give her, since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky?
Yeah.
Ooh, like this? Ooh! The title of Champion Kite Flyer is mine!
Yeah.
Now that we've decided, let's make it happen! It's done! Paimon has to say, Kite Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness. Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow!
There's the Paimon one.
Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow. It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master. If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
Yeah, that should have been her color scheme.
Oh, well, now that you mention
And
it,
much
Paimon
flatter.
can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao.
What about ours?
It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Let's see it. I love it.
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition. Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display of impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission?
You need a permit for that.
Oh, and to do so by making use of this crude piece of mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses
Ooh, she transformed.
such impertinence.
I like that form a lot better.
Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
Yeah. Who's that little girl though?
Looks like we can glide over.
Ooh, we got it. This is the fastest we've ever traversed this area.
It's right there.
No, missed that one.
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings. Someone among us was not sufficiently attentive, and now the kite has vanished.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite.
Sadly, you are very wrong.
On the subject of said kite, however, one simply must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals
she's
that
not
of
gonna like
Cloud
that.
Retainer's creations.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
One presumes that this kite belongs to you.
Huh?
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
One's fault? One seems to recall that releasing the kite was no solitary endeavor. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly avoid her forever. That may suffice during Lantern Rite. But what about the Moon Chase Festival? Sooner or later, she will discover our true identity.
They're like telepathically communicating, it seems.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all, then we'll just be on our way.
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
We gave him away.
Okay, now Paimon's getting a weird vibe. Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
Then you are not angry?
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves.
They're really buttering her up.
Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
Please stay in your bird form.
We're leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
It seems that one's concern was misplaced after all.
Then, should we continue flying the kite?
A splendid suggestion, but it would be advisable to change locations.
Perhaps your mountain would suffice? It is more than spacious enough.
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
Are we riding back, or just teleport back? There's a mining spot over there, but I don't know what I marked to mine there.
They're back.
Paimon's pooped. Hi. Why are there only 2 of you left?
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What did he say?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free. He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gao Ming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
A reflection of himself. If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us and...
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gao Ming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear I understand his words even less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation? Did one miss something?
Yeah, I hate tolerance and understanding. What are you guys talking about? This is ridiculous.
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
One was merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
Hey! Paimon's hungry too! It's not like the dim sum and grilled fish could keep her full the whole day, you know?
Shenhe, Ganyu, come with me.
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
Are we actually going to go inside again? We haven't been there in a long time.
This is...
Oh! Oh my god, Ganyu looks fantastic.
I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
That does look better than her regular outfit. I will say that.
She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look
Ganyu
so
looks better though, by far.
elegant and refined! Those outfits really suit you both!
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor in all of Liyue, one would expect nothing less. What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited one's own tastes.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift. And the kite, too.
Thank you, Master.
One is content, as long as you are pleased with the gift. One hopes these garments will see much use.
I'm probably gonna buy that right now.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xinyun. This golden crab's particularly good. The shell's deliciously crunchy, and the meat inside is so succulent and sweet. Paimon
Wait.
can't stop eating.
You're eating the shell of the crab, Paimon?
It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much merit, and one is not the type who would see such potential squandered.
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we even begin? Oh, do you know about the conflict between Gaming and his dad, Xinyun?
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
He ran away from home and hasn't been back since.
Oh?
Ran away, you say? Huh. One believes we would all benefit from a more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Black screen, please. This is where I would prefer it.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
Thank you.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Menogias. He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogias made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only hinder her in battle. However, when one asked Menogias his opinion, he remarked that the train of the skirt would serve to enhance her adeptal countenance by exemplifying a certain elegance.
What is she talking about?
Menogias was that type of person. When it came to topics relating to garments and accessories, not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later... one seems to have strayed off topic. One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn into regrets. Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without design or reason.
Yeah.
If there is a chance for young people to remain insulated from this reality, one should do one's utmost to make it so.
That's nice and all, but...
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
Perhaps adeptal arts could be of use. No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see its use in a situation such as this.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest for all, and to make the necessary preparations. One shall see you in 2 days.
All right, let's buy this. Yes, I have enough, thankfully. If I had Shenhe, I probably would buy this as well because it does look a lot better than her normal outfit, which I actually really dislike because of the bib.
An outfit for a banquet. Yes, this one will do.
Alright, let's switch our party for now.
An outfit for a banquet.
Oh, look at that. God, she looks really good. They did a good job making that seem like it's like stretching over it, but it's not actually. Ganyu has a great design. And her legs now. Yeah, I like this a lot. I have to play with Ganyu again for a while. Okay, 8 to 12 again.
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming! Hope everything goes well.
Alright, let's go meet up for some gaming. When's Verena gonna show up? And I have not seen Hu Tao at all, which is a real shame. Also, when is freaking Hu Tao gonna get her own outfit? And story, oh, another story quest. She needs a second one.
Hi, Gaming! Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There's an important commission I need your help with.
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
Is it his dad?
If the client's that important, then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
All right, don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
Whoa! How did I not see this? I wanted to look at that over there. Wow, God, this is a pretty place. Feels like the frame rate kind of suffers here, though.
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming.
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Yip yak.
Dad?
So that's his dad.
Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's nice to meet you. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
Seems they're gonna want to bring him along so that he could have some time with gaming.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Are we actually gonna make the full trip? No.
Oh, good. I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild needed watering.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
There's another quest there.
Fine. Thank you.
But the winter mountain cake you gave us last time was so delicious. Have you ever tried it before, Mr. Ip?
Mr. Yip Yip.
Paimon.
Good thing it didn't light on fire.
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh, but...
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly
I see.
conspicuous.
We're getting them to help, huh?
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them.
That sword is really cool, by the way.
Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
The strangest bandits we've ever seen.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Oh, there's Cloud Retainer. in her better form.
Away! Let us away!
Oh, that was hilarious.
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here.
Seems like Cloud Retainer is gone.
In the area waiting in ambush.
All is going to plan.
Yeah, I like this form a lot better.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Zhongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Oh, wow, he's actually animated doing something.
Good sir, please listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight?
Don't knowledge us here. It'll ruin everything.
Oh. Ah, I see. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
This feels like the most awkward event we've ever had.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
That would be lovely.
Reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Lip.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through.
I feel like this guy did the voice acting in Inazuma at one point, and I wasn't a fan of it.
I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters.
Cloud Retainer, I assume.
Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
No, it's Yip Yip.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
As per usual. Hey, there's some gaming.
Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
So that's how we're starting off?
I wonder how he figured that out. Did they just spill the beans?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, I really do. But this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
Zhongli?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
I hope we do as well, because I do really want to see Hu Tao again.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Are you gonna listen in?
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
Oh. Hey, Zhao?
Zhao! You're here too?
I've been here the whole time? ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again?
Oh, I can't wait to see her. Please show her.
What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Oh, I didn't notice that was the kite he was flying. Shoot, I should have noticed that.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
Oh, and he's flying a kite instead.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
Is this worth seeing in a flashback?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied.
I wish I could do that. The game doesn't let me.
This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was, awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
Can I come, please? Can I? Can I come? Can I?
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for
No, I want to do it myself.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
I need more Hu Tao in my life.
Dad. You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance.
This feels like shenanigans.
Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love.
Oh no. This is gonna be weird.
So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already.
Yeah, you bought too many.
Forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation.
That reminds me, I kind of feel like making some tea as well.
Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Just casually hear that, you're like, wait, what?
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities.
Various being the key word.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
You're just gonna think, man, what a bunch of weirdos. Why are they sitting here?
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all.
That's not where I thought that would go.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
I mean, their intentions, or at least Cloud Retainer's intention here was to be like, or for have him be like, wow, look at how close they are. I should be as close with my son. But what they're actually doing is more like, wow, at least me and my son aren't that bad.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what I shall do.
Oh, this is... Oh, that's funny.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, best not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Gunning, I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Master. Oh no, don't do this to me now. Oh my god, why? You're ruining it, internet. Why do you do this to me? I hope it didn't interrupt anything. I'm gonna be very upset if it did.
Should we sit?
Wait, am I gonna have to do everything over?
Thanks for helping us talk things through.
Oh my
have
god, I
better
am.
up
Okay,
as
let's
for my
skip
role.
through this.
A friend.
Hello.
Yeah, this is
I've been here
infuriating.
the whole. A ghostly.
Oh
what
wow,
is
this
she
is
doing?
upsetting. Okay.
It's you.
I'm gonna have to
Your
fix this
the
internet
addition of the
situation.
power
Now it's getting in the
source
way
makes-
of
Seems quite.
I fear
me
it's
playing
in
the
truth,
game.
I'm here because direct.
I see.
Hmm.
Am I wrong?
While we're on this.
I've only met direct.
And this one here, many hands make.
All right. I have made. If speed is what you're.
Wonderful. I'll leave these two.
Oh,
Well,
So you were.
I would hardly say.
I'm probably gonna
Seems
cut
like
this out.
Do you like kite flying?
I suppose I need. Although, what? Perhaps they're a bit.
Have you ever thought of cloud retainer time?
There's no need. Minogius was. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you.
It's getting late.
How's she been, by the way?
The last time, if you have the time.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming. I don't have.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave.
Oh, I can't say I. Hey, let.
Sit, Shinha, sit. You must be tired from your journey.
No need. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. Do you remember the plan when we're...
Yes, Master. So I'll have what...
All right.
What are anti-ship?
Perfect. Or it would be. Oh, forget it. Has...
Drunk guest.
Are anti-Shin you...
Oh, dear.
You... Recent...
I guess... That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll...
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk.
That's still fun.
Dad, here.
Coming. I don't support your decision. If you come home, your aunts.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum
Okay,
was such
there
an
we go.
important affair, Master.
Back.
Shh. Just think about it. Okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
So how'd it go?
Master, did I say something wrong earlier? I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
I do like Shenhe. She's fun.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
Yeah, it's also really funny. Shenhe has some great comedic moments. Tevat has its own laws. Hey, Charlotte's back, and we still have not seen the people I'm more interested in seeing.
You must be Mr. Ip!
Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course. Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
That's true.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
There's too much gaming in this event.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
No, Cloud Retainer here bought a lot of it.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say.
Unless we were not. No, they were ordering tea from that place, weren't they?
We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order.
Oh, that tea.
She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested
And the
out
prom is
those kites,
tomorrow.
why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite.
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
Yeah, gaming saved kites.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right then, thank you.
Man, they're really diversifying with the animations there.
Let's get down to business.
Ooh, changing time for us as well.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Ooh, animation.
Chi-Chi, we're almost
Oh, that's
there.
adorable.
Okay.
That thing is so cool. I should go up to it at some point soon. Ooh, Ganyu, she looks so good.
Come here, allow me.
The Lantern Rite is as festive as ever.
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do?
Oh, is Gaming gonna perform?
What's that?
Oh, they're doing it on the water? How is he doing that? How is he doing that? Wait, what? Did he jump on one? How is he standing on that? How? Actually, the thing he's holding must have, like, Klosterite or something, whatever it's called.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Where's our Paimon gonna go? Oh, there it is.
Wait, the wind.
Venti, where? Oh, okay. We don't need Venti here. Tell, but you didn't get to see her. Oh.
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
I just know if I go to the parlor, she's not even gonna be there. It makes me so sad. So who's that kid again? I don't know.
Gaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad. I'll catch up.
How are you walking in the water, Gami?
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Sure, we don't even know who you are.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
So they don't know who she is either? What? Who is she?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Son.
Again.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've got to admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
No, what? They actually did that.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Pride and accomplishment.
Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xinyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
There's a part 4. I'm hoping... I mean, we haven't seen any Farina and Hu Tao at all. I'm actually kind of really disappointed. Yeah, this has mostly been a gaming Lantern Rite. Ooh, Charlotte.
Oh, Lantern Rite was simply amazing. I'm not sure I'll be able to sleep tonight. Oh, that? Yeah, interesting story. It was invented by a guy from Fontaine. His name is Ildison. He's always tinkering away at some mechanism or another. He's even asked the Steambird to write about his inventions on more than one occasion. I believe I have a direct quote from him about this particular one. Yes, here it is. The device is powered entirely by mechanical components without the need for any additional energy source.
That doesn't make any sense. Mechanical components need to be powered by something, be it human or external means.
Basically, it's a manually operated cranking device. How high it can fly entirely depends on how much force
Yeah, so it's
you can
human
exert.
powered.
Combining this invention with a kite. What a great idea, right? Oh, my conversation with Mr. Ip went really well. I've already sent the first draft of my article back to the Steambird. It's a piece that contains all the pertinent information while also telling a story. I'm quite proud of it. Oh, that reminds me. I should thank everyone who made this possible for me. Especially that spirited lady with those peculiar turns of phrase. Miss Shenyun was her name, right? It was all thanks to your connections and creativity. I would have never thought I'd be able to bring such a special gift back to Fontaine with me. This was my first time experiencing a foreign holiday in person. It was so exciting! The festive atmosphere, the contagious holiday spirit, the profound, storied cultural traditions steeped in symbolism. Oh, I almost forgot. Kuching even gave me a kite with a poem on it that she wrote herself. It goes, "Dreams are like paper kites. With them do our hopes take flight. Sailing high above the clouds, they yearn for something more profound. Yet try we may and try we might. A deeper truth waits in plain sight. Though we hang our hopes in skies abound, many joys lie on the ground." I want to include this poem in my special feature on Lantern Rite. I'm sure a lot of people will love it. Yep, and happy Lantern Rite to you.
Is that Gobo over there? Oh, it is. And, the bunny thing. I wonder how many people we can find here. Oh, yeah, this is so cool. You know what? I'm actually going to take a picture of this. This is too cool not to take a picture of. Yeah. Alright, let's see who we can find here. I'm gonna go
Someone needs assistance.
to the funeral parlor, but I don't have many hopes. This game has disappointed me many, many times when it comes to being able to interact with Hu Tao. Anybody here? Ooh. So, are we going to talk to them, or are we just going to listen to what they're saying? Because I hope it's not the second thing.
I don't get it.
Is something wrong, Shenhe? Tell me. Perhaps I can help.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily, so I thought this outfit would be acceptable to wear to work. But Xiangling told me it was inappropriate. But inappropriate? How?
Really? I mean, I don't think it... I mean, Xiangling's legs are always out as well.
She probably just meant the outfit isn't suitable for that particular environment and occasion.
Well, that's true. This is like, you know, a high-quality outfit. You wouldn't want to get it, like, dirty or burnt or anything.
But for a festival gathering with friends, a nighttime stroll, or an important banquet, your outfit is more than appropriate, Shenhe.
So you're saying it's only something I should wear in front of important people?
I suppose that's another way to think of it.
Oh, thanks for ignoring me, guys. I, just leave now. Thanks. Nice to be noticed.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
Alright, let's try the funeral parlor now. She's always sold these kites, so she hasn't... Does she have anything to say? Yeah, this is new. That makes sense. Time to be disappointed once again. Yep. Once again, disappointed. But, actually, there's one more part, right? Yeah. 4 hours? What? Didn't know it wasn't done yet. So what's next?
Someone needs assistance.
Okay, well, let's see if we can find Hu Tao. They said that she was she was going to be in a town. I think they said it was this one. Hopefully this is right. Hu Tao, please, I want to see you. I want to talk to you. Karina too, but she has not shown up whatsoever. Oh. Oh. Let me out of this. Want to find Hu Tao. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Okay. Hu Tao time. I'm just stealing everyone's tea. Where could Hu Tao be? If she, you know what? She's probably in the other one. No, but they said village or town or something, right? I'm pretty sure they didn't say Chinshi village. But I don't see her. Might have to look it up instead of just wasting all this time.
Someone needs assistance.
Yes, I do, and looking for Hu Tao. Oh,
All in a day's work. Someone needs assistance.
okay. Let's look it up. Alright, it seems like he isn't here yet. I was lied to.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, you guys have a problem here. You should take care of it.
I'll catch up.
Why are you... Oh, I thought that was the, I thought these were the tigers from, Sumeru. But these are new. They're like weird-looking goats. Sir Pounce a lot? That's funny. Ooh, feed. Huh. Fish seized from a pelican's mouth. I don't have any of that. Alright, let's go find Xiao. Should be in Pervasi's temple. Let's see if I remember where that is. No, there he is.
Traveler. Being in the city isn't the only way for me to appreciate the lights and beauty of Lantern Rite. Look. Liyue Harbor lies just beyond this mountain. As long as I stand at this vantage point, I may freely behold the sights of all the kites slowly ascending into the sky. For me, that is enough. I invited you here because there is something I would like to do. I want to release a shell lantern, and I'd like you to be there for it. Yes. I apologize for its crude appearance. I have little skill in that regard. You are very kind, as usual. All right.
Where's Paimon?
It's time.
That was adorable. That was a nice scene.
Traveler, thank you.
That's Shenhe's old village. Actually, let's go to Pervasi's temple, actually. I think they fully repaired it. Hey, this guy. What? Okay, that's how you get them. Neat. Alright, let's go see some other characters. I guess I will have to do a second part for this. I didn't expect it. For some reason I thought it was all over, but I guess... Guess it wasn't. So let's see who else we can find around here. Oh, look at these guys. Every year. You know, look at them. Two lovebirds trying to destroy the world.
I'll catch up.
It's so cool. Oh, I can't climb it. You know what? I could take a better photo. Yeah. I like... Wait. Aren't these on? They were lit up. Why turn them on again?
Someone needs assistance.
Well, that ruined my idea. What time is it? Is that why? Seems not.
I'll catch up.
I should have gone you out. Just bought this outfit, might as well make use of it.
We're way behind schedule.
It's not what I intended to do. The map doesn't show the characters, does it? No. That would be too easy. Ugh.
kite is so high up. Thank you for inviting me, Yao Yao. I am having a lot of fun.
I'm glad. If you want, we can go fly kites some other time too. The fun doesn't have to end today.
Really?
How about we do it during the day next time? That way we can see the design better. When it flies super high up, it will look exactly like a real finch.
Okay. Can I take this kite to bed with me?
But of course.
I feel it won't last that long if you do that. Also, once again, everyone ignoring us. Still, kind of hate that. Like, you bother to go find these characters and they don't even pay attention to you. Don't acknowledge you at all. Alright, I think that should be fine. That was alright. I think, as usual, Cloud Retainer and her disciples, their interactions are pretty great. But, I mean, Gaming is alright as a character. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of his. It's just okay. It feels a little weird to have it so focused on him, though. Like, I honestly did not expect that, and I'm pretty disappointed that happened. Because there was characters that I was far more looking forward to. But I guess when you introduce a new character, you do take a risk that someone will not exactly like that character a whole lot. And that was the situation with me. It's not like I dislike him or hate him or anything like that. It's just that, like, he is fine. His existence in the game is not a detriment or an advantage, in my opinion. But I did want to see Xiangling. I did want to see Hu Tao. Want to see, I mean, I'm gonna see Hu Tao, but like the amount that we saw her was very little. We only saw her in, you know, the cutscene, and the amount of interactions we had with her were 0, which is very disappointing. I'm looking forward to seeing Farina, but you know, with how little Hu Tao we got, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't even get to interact with her either. Or if we did, it'd be very little. And like, I mean, even like the introduction, or our first meeting with Ganyu and the gang, they completely ignored us. They didn't even like greet us. And it was just Gaming sort of like taking over the scene, which I wasn't a big fan of either. Kind of felt ignored, just like whenever we find a character.
We're way behind schedule.
It was almost like our appearance there was sort of a given and they don't really care if we're there or not. Which did not feel great, but I guess it is what it is. But I am looking forward to the last part just because I know that's where they're going to stuff all the actual things I want to see. But this outfit is great, and I hope you think so too. So with that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.